Ladies and gentlemen, the word point. Let's start with the word. In the beginning was the word, as the good book says. Point. If my pencil lacks a point, I put a point on it for sharpening it. If I want to indicate who is speaking, I point, but it's rude to point, madam. Toastmaster, so we don't point. Okay. Oh yes, that's. I'll give the gentleman back his pen. Okay. Now then, point. What's the point of it all, you think? Philosophical question. What is the point of it? Why are we here? Not only in Toastmasters, but in the universe as a whole. But whole books have been written on this, and I don't propose to add to them. So let's just go straight in to point. What is the point of it all? We achieve things, and they're snatched away from us, sometimes in a sad manner, in a tragicomic manner. I remember a lot now my father's died. It sort of triggered a whole flood of the sort of memories that Thomas Hardy talked about, which come back as if they were drawn on the air rose bright, and they come as fresh, more real than today, as Thomas Hardy said, of the remember his wife riding a horse along the seashore in Cornwall. I remember, about 1957, I spent Sunday after Sunday watching this gentleman build a lovely wall out of super quality breeze blocks. After my Sunday lunch, I rode my little bike round, watched the gentleman build his wall, and at the end, the crowning glory, he mixed up some black cement or grout, is the technical word, and put it all along the joints. Marvellous. Couldn't have done better. And lo, what happened? The flying, fickle finger of fate, if you remember the Martin Rowan's laugh. Is it Rowan and Martin's laughing? Anyone? On telly?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, someone remembers. I'm not as old as I thought it was. Oh, brilliant. Anyway, up the road from where the wall was built, there used to be a haulage firm. I remember to this day it was called Edmund Gerald. The official title was Edmund Gerald Transport. And I thought, what a strange name for a bloke, E.G. Transport. You know, he had a lorry on which he used to transport coal, because in those days people still had coal fires. So the old coal man had to hoist sacks on and so on and deliver. And of course this chap was a haulier as well. He used to move stuff down the hill. Down the hill because the road I lived in was called Nelson Road after the Good Admiral. There was a road at right angles to it going downhill called Trafalgar Road. A very historic part of the community. Well, the names are historic anyway. And one day, Edmund Gerald Transport's lorry skidded on the snow. Picture it yourself. This road going downhill, driver jammed on the brakes, skidded sideways, and what did he hit? The man's beautiful wall, complete with its black grouting. Now, I thought to myself, this was hilarious at the time, as one does at that sort of age. But he'd done this, he'd put hours of work in. A relationship had built up between us, this sort of snotty schoolboy asking, what are you doing that for, what are you doing that for? And we built up quite a relationship, and then he became a changed man. He said he'd like to get his spade and wrap it around the driver's head. And I think, well, there are aspects of humanity that I'm not aware of. But now there we are. So what's the point of it? Is it worth doing a job well? If it's going to be snatched away from you, or a lorry's going to run to your so-and-so hall. But no. So we come on from the more general view of whether things are worth doing or not, to Toastmasters. And Peter, I'm sure I'm not going on the route of negativity, but I've had some really bum experiences at Toastmasters, I have to tell you. So I was introduced to Toastmasters and I was told, let's see where we are. Yes, it will advance you personally, it will give you a business edge. You'll outsell your fellow salespersons. Can't call themselves men nowadays because some of them are ladies, but you will sell more bog rolls or real estate or pension plans that anyone near you, you'll rise up the corporate ladder. Marvellous, brilliant stuff. Totally irrelevant to where I am in life. Don't have to sell anything in my life, and I don't compete with people I work with. But if that's what you want from Toastmasters, Toastmasters, I think, like M&S. M&S says it's your M&S. What Toastmasters is our Toastmasters, your Toastmasters. sort of pointing, so we can make up what we want. So I think if I'd sort of given up and said, as I was tempted to do in one speech, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, I'm out of here, and run off, I would have missed out on meeting such egregious people, chalk it up, as Dave Longley. Ask Dave to give you his snake speech. Dave, your snake speech, one of these days, please.
Okay.
Yeah. That's raised some intriguing possibilities, isn't it? So there we are. Anyway, so I'm not here to go anywhere in the corporate sense, but anyone heard of Robert Louis Stevenson? Name 2 books he wrote.
Treasure Island.
Treasure Island, Kidnapped. And he said of the journey through life, a quote, "For my part, I travel not to go anywhere, but to go." Travelling through life. You see, I'm expanding myself. A year or 2 ago, I wouldn't have stood up here and spoken to anyone. So this is a personal journey. It may be getting me nowhere towards a posh appointment in Canary Wharf, but then who cares? So, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, most welcome guests. The guests get younger every year, it seems. Here I am. I will continue on my journey with Toastmasters, and I thank you very much for all your time.